Hello everyone, Pally here. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. Hope you guys are doing well today, as always. In today's video, we are starting our deep dive on Thrall. Green Jesus is about to get his time in the sun. If you haven't seen the deep dive series before, basically we pick a character and then take a look at all of their current talent builds to try to show you how to play this character in the Nexus. You can pick them up and start having a good time. Thrall also got a new skin to celebrate the 10-year anniversary of Heroes of the Storm. This is one that was in the development pipeline when they kind of slowed things down, when things went into maintenance mode. And they were like, here you go, guys. Go ahead, buy this if you want to have a little something special. The cell shading on this really makes it pop in the game. Now, there is a bug where I have this selected in my loadout and then it didn't actually select it in the game, just in case you were wondering why I wasn't using it in today's match. The build we're focusing on for today is a percent damage setup for Thrall. He has a surprising number of ways to deal basically true damage to an enemy's health bar. That percent damage even more effective against frontline brawlers. And he's capable of standing toe-to-toe with the best of them. A surprising amount of self-sustain too. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button. Let's jump into today's game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves on the Tomb of the Spider Queen today. The friendly team: Thrall, Brightwing, Chen, Diablo, and Orphea. The enemy team: Abathur, Diablo, Sergeant Hayward, Decker, Kate, and Nova. At level 1, we're taking Rolling Thunder. For 8 seconds after hitting an enemy hero with Chain Lightning, Thrall's next basic attack against that hero grants a stack of Frost Wolf Resilience. If the target is an enemy hero, then he also does extra damage, 3% extra damage. That is the fattest talent paragraph I have ever seen. Our goal for today's setup is just to do extra damage, percent damage, in every opportunity we possibly can. And we should be able to strip the health of a character like Diablo quite quickly with that strategy. Speaking of Diablo, we catch him with the wolf there as he was going in with a charge off to the side. I am not the most durable target, as I've been learning today, but I do have decent self-sustain. It's just worth mentioning that that sustain is not instant. We have to work towards it in order to utilize it. Our trait is Frost Wolf Resilience, and as our abilities hit things, it gives us stacks on our pendant that you can see over here on the left. If we get 5 charges, we get a heal. That heal is not a lot, but it does scale throughout the course of the game. So that's what that's like. I've never been on the good end of that. I've only been on the Diablo end of that. It feels like shit on the Diablo side. Let me fucking tell you, it feels like trash. Well, big ass minion wave moving towards Diablo. We'll give him a second to figure out what to do with that. Maybe I can turn it in really fast. Oh, we don't have any attention on me. The Abathur component of this enemy team is definitely going to make this a little more interesting than normal. Oh, wolf slightly out of range there. Mainly because we have some quests where like we need to use our abilities against bodies. Like Thrall has some pretty interesting class quests actually. So that is going to limit what we could do having one less body on the field. But don't you worry, we have a plan. We're good to go. So, I don't remember if I explained my basic abilities or just my trait. Our Q is Chain Lightning. It goes out, finds a target, doesn't do much damage, but then bounces to another. That bouncing damage gives you a little bit of cleave, but it also gives you 4 stacks, right, of our Frost Wolf Pendant every time we use it. So if you're near a minion wave and you're at 3 stacks, congratulations, you have a heal waiting for you. I messed it up, kind of. At level 4, we're gonna go with Frostwolf Pack. I think chat's trolling me on this one. So this is a quest where we have to land our W against enemies. We need to do it 6 times. The reward, if we manage to do that, is pretty nice. We get a 50% cooldown reduction. Nice surprise, Diablo. I love to see it. I don't have any damage, unfortunately. But I still love to see it. So if I die, this quest gets reset. I'm at 2 out of 6 right now. So that doesn't seem that bad. Just don't die, forehead. There's also, are there any other quests in the game like this, by the way? There's also a component where if you miss, the entire fucking quest gets reset. And let me tell you, I fucking hate that part. Man, they really should have left that part of the text out of there. It's fucking garbage. So, even if you're at 5 stacks and you're feeling good and you miss one fucking wolf, congratulations, all of your effort has officially been wasted. So, we're at 3, and I'm going to try my best to not fuck it up now. But I feel like there's just an immense amount of pressure now, too. We're at 4 out of 6. I can cast again in just a moment. Oh, God. Didn't want to get rooted there. I don't always get what I want, though. If they're traveling on the side, that is real Nova. I hit it! Oh, and I hit a decoy too! It gave me quest completion! Alright, we can have fun again. Alright, good vibes are back, boys. Welcome to the video game. Hope you're doing great. Ancestral Wrath is yet another talent coming out at level 7 that can give us good percentage damage. Basically, as we use our spells, we're going to gain charges. These charges, once we get up to 8, we can use this toxin on an enemy. And then that toxin, as it's dealing damage, will also heal us for a bit of the damage that it's doing. Now, as with Thrall's sustain, it's not fast healing. You should not be counting on it to fucking save your life in any capacity. But it's there, and it's nice. And it, you know, it helps keeping you going a little bit. Keeps you going in the background. Enemy team super clumped. As they were trying to take down Diablo there, we swept in with a quick root onto that damn Deckard game. We blew him up pretty fast. I think a lot of that damage was Orphea. I can only take credit for so much of it, but I could take credit for some. Nova did sneak out of the bottom with that decoy. I'm going to try to turn in my 12 while they are preoccupied fighting clones. Oh God, that is a lot of damage. Holy shit. Here to help just in case. Can't do too much though. So, level 10's coming up soon. 2 great choices of level 10. I do like both of Thrall's talents there. One is more defense oriented. It's Earthquake. You set down a big slow in an area around you. The other is more offense oriented. It's Sunder, and you kind of hit the ground as hard as you can with your hammer and split it asunder. I usually take Earthquake. I think it's the better ult for team fighting and sustain. But in this match, I am seeing some possibilities for Sunder. That could be great. Unfortunately, missed the root on Sergeant Hammer as they were running around that corner. Friendly team does have enough to turn in if we want to. The cool thing about Sunder as well is it has Earthquake is it has a level 20 upgrade that lets you get another layer of defense. You can get yet another shield on Thrall. Oh, good, move back. All right, I'm gonna try it. Damage it in a line, it's gonna push back enemies as well. So if we find ourselves in a situation where someone's trying to run back behind a wall, we could remove the safety of that wall. Or like this, now he's fucked. Yeah! Man, I thought there was real Nova in that apocalypse. I got really excited. We have a 75-second cooldown on this ability, so not something we can use all the time. But we can use it quite a lot. Great root going out onto the Nova, but I don't think we have it. Ah! We don't have the damage. And the tower finishes me off. Abathur for the enemy team is deceased as our first objective. Why did I take a drink in the middle of that sentence? As the first objective is pushing for the home team. Enemy apocalypse coming out. I can't tell if it actually caught anyone. We do see Chen low on health trying to backpedal out of this as Sergeant Hammer slowly moves up with that siege damage. Well, I'm here and I want to help. Sunder's up in just a moment as well. Enemy team's feeling pretty confident here, it seems. The root is out, but he manages to dodge it with those thrusters. Our objective is getting top right now for free. Enemy team did just get their ultimate abilities, so they are going to be looking to use them. Still no one going to defend top, though, so let's keep their attention here for as long as we can. I like that quite a lot. Even if we're not, you know, killing the building behind Hammer, even if Hammer's dealing a lot of damage to us, their greatest strength for defending is stuck here instead of doing its job. Old Root just missed by an inch as thrusters once again saved the life of Sergeant Hammer. The objective is done in the top lane. It's down in the bottom lane, and the enemy team does have enough for a turn-in. Diablo's rotating up from bottom right now, I can assume, to help with this team fight. There he is with 14 butts to turn in. Oh, he saw me as a potential target there. That could have been scary. Friendly team found the Diablo. We'll go ahead and root him. Sunder off this Sergeant Hammer down at the bottom. And Venom is out on Thrall, or excuse me, out on Diablo now. The root didn't land, but I'll settle for an Apocalypse landing instead. He's taking a shit ton of damage here. One more root is ready to go. The enemy team's Deckard Cain tried to tell us a story to put us into slumber, but it didn't work out. The enemy team's Sergeant Hammer did manage to save most of the enemy team's butts, though. They are accounted for. If we could turn in again, that would certainly put a wrench in their plans, though. Level 13's here, and with it, we get another layer of defense. This is... Oh, son of a bitch. Where'd he sneak it from? Son of a bitch. Come here. Can I even root that? No, I can't. It's not a hero. So can he burrow this thing, or is that a later talent? Okay, well, at least he killed it, so it's not getting minion stacks anymore. Unfortunately, the minion wave itself is moving quite past me as the spider forms where the main line of minions are. We should be able to kill this relatively quickly, and it looks like we're hanging on to our one-level lead, but the enemy team is pushing out like crazy in middle. The low health on Brightwing is certainly scaring me. I think we should just fall back behind the walls, but I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Apocalypse being used by the enemy team, hopefully not securing too much of anything. Sunder's ready if we want to use it. It looks like that backline is running in fear. Friendly Apocalypse going out, catching the enemy team. Sunder's out too, splitting their escape. Roots on Sergeant Hammer as well as our toxins in place. I'm gonna go ahead and use my trait early. Root out on Deckard Cain, pushing towards their backline now. He has so many spider butts, and unfortunately for him, nowhere to run as another one of the wolves readies. So Chen is gonna take him down. I was looking at the Nova clone on the right. It had a top hat that was scaring me, but it looks like it's been taken care of. There is a massive minion wave moving towards us on the top lane right now. Look at that motherfucker. That's one of the biggest minion waves I've ever seen. I genuinely don't know if we have enough damage to save this, but I threw out everything I could. Ranged minions need to die. Good Lord. Save it! Yes! Nice. That won't last. He's gonna come over here with like one fucking locust and kill it, but it feels good. Feels like a victory. We are going to take Alpha Wolf now. This is the, as far as I know, the last percentage damage thing we can get. There might be one at 20 with one of his upgrades. I'd have to look through them again. But this, if we root an enemy, our next basic attack against them deals percent damage. Next basic attacks for 3 seconds. It's not just the next one in queue. So I think that means if we root someone, we can Wind Fury them for a buttload of damage. And keep in mind, we also already have Rolling Thunder, so if we Chain Lightning someone, we can hit them for percent damage as well. Friendly team's looking like they want to collapse on our enemies here. I was saving my... Oh, let's Thunder that. Get the healer out of there if we can. Big damage out onto Sergeant Hammer, who has nowhere to go. Deckard Cain rooted as well. Unfortunately, I have been hit with so many... I'm just sending out spells. I'm trying to live. I used as much as I could on the minion wave there. I used my W on the minion wave just for a boost of health. I used my trait as well as the Envenom to try to keep myself alive there, and it looks like we at least temporarily withered the storm. My root did miss on Diablo, unfortunately, but we've managed to push down the tier 2 wall, and we're moving in for blood now. This keep is firing off towards our Chen. Unfortunately, I'm tanking this fucking thing. Come on, there's a million minions here. Come on. Diablo might be in root range. We just missed it by an inch. Let's get out of tower range again. Trait's ready. I'll go ahead and use it. Oh, trait is instant. I lied. It's not slow. When I said it was slow earlier, that was fake news. And it also has a 15-second cooldown. Oh, I wonder if I could bait people in with that. I could see that being a thing. If I was more confident with Thrall, you get your globe, your medallion just to the point where your next thing heals you. You're like, oh no, I'm so weak and afraid. No, please don't kill me. Sunder's out onto the enemy team's Diablo. And we stay in. Root is out on Deckard as well, but it looks like he made me stay a while. And listen, Root out catches 3 members of the enemy team. Yes! Yes! Root does miss Diablo as he was pushed asunder. That would hit though. I don't know if we have any more damage for this. The wave should be looking beautiful, pushing towards us in middle. Use my trait for an extra heal. You thought I was gonna die there. I didn't forget about it. 2 members of the enemy team still dead. Unfortunately, the Diablo bucket got him back up into the fight very quickly. I'm trying really hard just to move minions in to secure this because mana is at an all-time low. The friendly team does have enough butts for a bucket turn in. I'm gonna head back and do that. That sounds like a plan. That sounds like a plan. Oh, we could get boss here too if we want. Do a slow start on boss. We didn't want. That's okay. Okay. We have a 3-level lead on the enemy team right now, which feels good when they have an Abathur. God, we don't have a lot of deaths on our team. I didn't realize that I was in the minority here. We see a massive minion wave pushing down bottom with the aid of Sergeant Hammer right now. Chen is on the problem, though, and Barrel is at the ready. So that could have been very disruptive. Hammer's defending middle, so I'm going to eat this minion wave as fast as I can. Level 20s here. What do we want to pick up? Oh, impassable terrain on World Breaker could be really fun. And I'm going to be honest, I don't think we're going to have too many Sunder games, so let's take it. It's 3 seconds, impassable terrain. Let's see what kind of fun we can get into with this towards the end of this game. So I'm not even necessarily looking to hit at the enemy team with it anymore. We're looking to create a scenario where my team can utilize that wall. So if I can cut this enemy team in half with it, that could be crazy good. Like right now, for instance, he has literally nowhere he can go. Completely cut off because of that wall. Now we have just 20 seconds until it's ready to go again as well. Root is out on Diablo. It landed. I also put the Envenom out on him too. I don't think you can fucking tell. Root is out yet again, hitting Diablo, securing his gravesite. And he doesn't have enough souls in the bucket to come back this time. Oh, if Deckard Cain steps out too far. Oh God, I need to make sure I don't die here. Okay. Or this Nova, for instance. Like right now. Oh. Okay, so it's not as long of an impassable terrain area as I initially thought. I kind of thought it was going to be down the whole path. Who's that one character in League of Legends that rides on the wall? You know what I'm talking about? Oh, there's also a character in Dota, Earthshaker, who sends down that Sunder, and it blocks down the whole fucking path. Talia, yes. Thank you, chat. So it looks like I'm only building a wall about the same size as the Sunder itself, but I could certainly make that work. We could do that. Friendly team is turning in 41 butts into the receptacle right now. All of the buildings except for this one have fallen for the enemy team, and there is no... Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. There is no mule here that can heal it. Friendly team is pinging boss, but is it a bait to boss? Or are we actually taking it? Does the enemy team believe the bait? Oh, that's a good point. Chat's asking where the new Thrall skin is. I queued up with it, and they defaulted me back to this. What the heck? Tim! I'd like to report a bug! Oh, do we not want to do it? I want to do it. We've been gone for so long. They gotta know. They gotta know we're here. They gotta know. Sergeant Harris showing mid with an Abathur top hat. They don't know. Oh my god. Okay. Or maybe they just don't care. Maybe they don't pay for the minimap subscription, you know? There's a reason it's really valuable. Oh, they do have enough for a turn-in, which would definitely hurt our momentum. I think they're going for it right now. I think we still push the core. Even if they turn in. That was good fucking thunder. Here we go. Here we go, boys. Deckard shouldn't be able to leave. Root is out. Diablo shouldn't be able to leave. Oh, God. Root is out. That was a cool-ass thunder wall. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. GG, boys. Proud of you. Didn't make the board. Deckard outrooted me. He took my stat. He took my one stat I get on the board with. He ruined it. Thomas you in for in today's video, Rolling Thunder into Frostwolf Pack, then Ancestral Wrath, Sundering, Frostwolf Grace, Alpha Wolf, and World Breaker. The point of this was to deal as much percent damage versus our enemies as we could. This would be great versus a double frontline. But also, when you consider that so much of this enemy team's composition relies on that Diablo because they have one less player on the field, removing Diablo in this comp was also extremely powerful as well. That's going to do it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Here's the skin that I definitely queued up with. We have proof. We'll see you all again very soon.